It's good to see you after a while. Hope you're keeping yourself warm.
Well, a very good morning to you, Dibal, and the dear viewers. It has been a very busy week, and of course, since the presidential, the main political players, the presidential aspirants named their running mates. I'm talking about the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance presidential contender Raila Odinga naming the NA Kenya party leader Martha Karua as his running mate, and on the other hand, the Kenya Kwanza presidential contender Deputy President William Ruto naming the Mathera Member of Parliament Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate come August the 9th. And since then, we've seen political activities in different parts of the country. And this morning, Martha Karua, who is the running mate to Raila Odinga, is currently meeting members of the civil society at the Serena Hotel. Remember that Martha Karua has a long history when it comes to working with the members of the civil society. And so this function is aimed at trying to marshal them up and campaign for Raila Odinga, convince them that they will be safe with Raila Odinga, Martha Karua presidency. And for a long time, we've not seen the civil society. Since 2013, they went under. We've not been seeing them very active and vibrant like during the Kibaki regime or during the Moi regime. But during the Jubilee regime, they really faded out. And this morning, we expect them to have a stand or to have a say. Much of the organizations from the civil society are already gathered at Serena and are meeting Martha Karua. On the other hand, Raila Odinga continues with his 3-day campaign tour of the Western region. Today, he will be in Trans Nzoia, covering Kwanza and Saboti areas, trying to drum up support for the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance. Yesterday, he was in Busia, and the day before, he was in Kakamega and Vihiga counties. Remember that he's been trying to ensure that he consolidates his support in the Western region. And on the other hand, we've seen that the Kenya Kwanza principles, that is the ANC party leader Musalia Mudavadi and his Ford Kenya counterpart Moses Wetangula are also not letting anything to go to chance. Remember that they were given a duty to ensure that they deliver 70% of the Western bloc. And for the last 4 days, they have been stuck in the Western region. And today they will be in Kakamega trying to ensure that what Raila Odinga has done in trying to marshal up the people there and trying to ensure that they have a solidified block from the Western region. Then Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi are going back to undo what Raila Odinga has been trying to do. And so it is a battle between Raila Odinga and on the other hand, we have Musalia Mudavadi and Ford Kenya party leader, that is Moses Wetangula. And remember that going by the past elections, we've seen that Raila Odinga has been having an upper hand even without Musalia Mudavadi. Remember that Musalia Mudavadi also vied for the presidency in 2013, but the votes that he garnered, of course, were much less than what Raila Odinga garnered at that time, remembering that at that time he was very popular from that Western region bloc. And so it is a region to look at even as we wait for the general election, which is 74 days to go. And on the Kenya Kwanza presidential contender, that is William Ruto, he is currently in Mombasa County, that is the coastal region. Yesterday he traversed Mombasa and Likoni. Today he's in Kwale, and later he'll be expected to go to Tana River counties. And what is emerging there, we've seen since he started campaigns in the coastal region, we've seen that the affiliate parties of Kenya Kwanza, especially PA, that is led by the current governor of Kilifi, Amason Kingi, they have been having a clash, especially in Kilifi County. I remember PA has a candidate for the governorship, that is George Kithi, lawyer George Kithi. And on the other hand, the Kenya Kwanza, through UDA party, has a candidate for the governorship position, which is the current Malindi Member of Parliament, Aisha Jumwa. And on the Kenya Kwanza side, they have a challenge when it comes to consolidating support at the grassroots level, remembering that there are those forces and supporters who think that maybe the UDA should leave the affiliate parties to deal with the positions that are down there. That is the women rep, the governor, the MCA, and of course the MP. But when it comes to the position of the presidency, they sing with one voice. And that is one of the challenges that Kenya Kwanza is still facing. But when it comes to the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance, it seems that the zoning and the mapping and the agreement really worked for them, because right now when they move as a team, noting that if at all it's Ford Kenya, if at all it's ODM fielding a candidate, then Jubilee will not be interested in that elective position. And so it is a busy day for political players, even as we head to the weekend. Remember that the official campaign period for, according to the IEBC timelines, starts on the 30th of May. That is probably on Monday, and ends on, it will be ending on the 6th of August, only 3 days shy of the general election. And so, Dibal, we expect political activities from that day, but of course we've been having some activities, but the official campaign period starts on the 30th of May, Dibal.
Yes, Chris, but I needed just to ask you, because there's a new development when we are focusing on the coastal region, especially with PAR, that is the Pan-African Alliance Party, because it appears right now that it has been banned by the political parties dispute, that is political parties dispute tribunal, from exiting Azimio.
That is very true, especially that's the same case that the Democratic Party of Kenya, that is now headed by the current Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, is facing. Remember that the courts have already barred DP, and of course now the PAR party led by Amason Kingi from leaving Azimio One Kenya Alliance. Remember that they had already signed a pact at the KICC and appended their signatures that they would be working with Azimio Umoja One Kenya Alliance, but going forward, there were some misunderstanding between the leaders from those parties and the leaders from the Azimio Umoja One Kenya Alliance, and that's where they opted to leave and join Kenya Kwanza. But now the challenge will come here. If at all Kenya Kwanza wins the elections, then it will be very hard for PAR and the DP coming back and saying that, look here, we had already signed some agreement, because that agreement right now does not stand or does not hold any water. And if at all they win, then they'll be having a challenge when it comes to even trying to convince the deputy president that yes, we tried and we covered a big chunk of the areas. Even if they didn't deliver, they delivered. Then it will be a challenge for them to come back and demand for anything. On the other hand, yes, their agreement with Azimio la Umoja still stands, because it's still deposited with the registrar of political parties. And if at all Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Alliance through Raila Odinga wins the presidency, then it will also be hard to come back and state that yes, we have an agreement that is still with the registrar of political parties, we need a share. But the argument will be, you didn't campaign for us, you went away when we needed you most. And so from where I stand, they are really in a catch-22 situation. They are really in they find themselves between a rock and a hard place. And when that's the reason why some of the political players, and especially maybe from Azimio